What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Bludborn, and in this video we're going to be talking about the delving system. Now, the delving system is a new system that is coming with Before the Shadow that is intended to give players an alternate path of obtaining gear that is going to be on level or on par with some of the raid gear in the game. Now, I'm actually going to go down to the bottom of this page to start with, because it talks about the rewards. Usually that's the thing that people care most about when it comes to new systems and obtaining gear. What this is going to offer is 2 best in slot items, armor equivalent to tier 3 raid gear without set bonuses. It's also going to offer new selectable traceries for your legendary items and new crafting recipes for craft traceries, items to enhance your gear, and more. This system is geared specifically towards missions currently, and they are only going to work with the new systems that come out with Before the Shadow. Now let's go back up to the top here, and how do we actually use this system? Now, what's going to happen here is you're actually going to get a quest gem, and once you complete that quest, you'll actually get to set your difficulty based on the gem that you want. So if you were going to just do tier 1, you get the tier 1 gem, and when you complete that, it would give you a tier 2. When you complete that, it would give you a tier 3, and so on. Now, the other thing is that you can actually, if you fail a mission, you'll actually get a cracked version of that gem, and then you can trade that back into the barter for another gem of the same level. And then also, if you want to just skip those tiers and go right to a higher tier, you can trade a lesser gem with some money, not real money, in-game money, for the higher tier ones. So the whole design of this is that you can set your difficulty and get the rewards that match how far you can go in the system. There is another type of currency that comes along with this, which is a delving writ, and these can be traded for various rewards as well. But we haven't seen what those are yet. Again, this is something that hasn't been put out on the public test server yet, so we don't know what these items look like. We don't know what all is involved with this other than what is listed here in this kind of getting started. Now, what will happen if you are familiar with World of Warcraft Mythics? This is a very similar system to that, where you get a stone, or a gem, and in their case a keystone. That keystone dictates the level of which in this case, mission will be. Mythics were very similar in that when you completed a mythic, you got a keystone of next tier up dungeon or something to that effect. So this works the same way. Is you will have your stone, or your gem in this case, and you will go into a delving stone, which is inside the mission that you are doing, and then you will activate that, and it will switch the difficulty of the mission. And once you complete it, then that gem will convert to another one. Now, what I'm curious of is what happens if you do a tier 10. What happens to the gem? I'm guessing it will just give you another tier 10. One of the things about the actual difficulty of the content is there is a new modifier, if you will. It's called Malice. And Malice, these were going to switch on a daily basis. Now, this is a departure from the Scions that we've seen in tier 4 and 5 dungeons, which those would just reset every time you would go into a dungeon. These at least look like that the Malices are set to a daily. So, if you're having trouble with this one today, the next one it could be different. There is one little note on here. I'm kind of curious what they actually mean with this. It says, be careful though, lest you delve too greedily and too deep and unleash your own version of Durin's Bane. I don't know what that means. That's interesting, but I don't know if that's just a play on some words there, or there's actually something that happens if you go all the way to tier 10 and you beat tier 10, what happens. But anyway, this is just kind of a precursor to it. I'm sure we'll see this stuff on the Bullroar test server relatively soon. We're going to be seeing that the pre-orders are out now for before the shadow, and it's supposed to release in the beginning parts of November. So we don't have a ton of time to get stuff tested. So keep an eye out for that, and let me know what you guys think about this stuff down in the comments. Make sure you hop in Discord and have a discussion over there as well. And I will see you guys all in the next video. Have a good one.